Hi, this is 365801 and this is my manga haul video for the month of March 2023. As you can see, it's a pretty substantial stack. It's much bigger than I want it to be. Why am I like this? So yeah, once again, I have another haul video that is much bigger than it should be, and I think I'm just gonna have to go on a book buying ban for the rest of the year. January, February, and March have been ridiculous, but I don't know what to say about this month's haul. I got a lot of great bargains. I've seen things that were great prices that I planned to buy anyway, so I bought them. And then I went out of my way to buy a couple of things that were a little bit more expensive because I wanted to complete some collections. But we'll see how that turned out for me. So yeah, there might be some white whales in this. There might be some white whales in this haul. Yeah, there's stuff to talk about, but let's just go through what I got. We're going to start with the pros to begin with. There's not too many of them, and then we'll go through what I got. Let's just go by publisher because it'll be easier and faster. Once again, I do recommend listening to this if you're going to listen to it or watch it on like double speed or something, just a bit sped up, because I do tend to chat quite a bit. I'm going to try and make this a quite quick video, even though I have quite a lot of things in front of me, just because I've got lots of things to do today. I'm quite busy. So yeah, I'm trying to get this done quick. So hopefully this is a quick video for you guys. So yeah, let's get in to the majority of this. I think only one thing is non BL Danmei, only one male romance book to show. Everything else is manga. So yeah, it's a pretty big one. I'm thinking that there's around 25, 26, something like that. We'll see. I can't quite remember, but yeah, let's get into it. The first thing to show is this male romance. It's called Fake Dates and Mooncakes by Cheryl Lee. I was able to pick this up for £4.57 on eBay. And I picked this up because I was given an ARC copy digitally through NetGalley ages ago before it came out, and I didn't get around to it. And I just feel like if I have a physical copy, I'm more likely to pick it up and read it and get that review done so I can get my NetGalley score up. That is one of my goals for the year, is to get my NetGalley sorted out. And I hope I will be able to do that. I'm trying to get it done anyway. So yeah, I don't really have like a huge, great impetus to read this because it's already been out, because I now have a physical copy, but I do feel like it's probably going to be an enjoyable one. Lots of people have said it's really good. So I'm looking forward to reading it. That's why I've requested it, because it looked great. And then loads of people have said it's really good. So yeah, I picked it up for a fairly reasonable price, so I'm quite happy about it. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get it read, I'll get a review done, and I'll sort out my NetGalley score. On to some Danmei. This is Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, Volume 2, Moda Zishi by Mojang Tongju, and then Thousand Autumns. I have no idea how to say this in Chinese, and I don't know how to pronounce the author's name. Meng Ji Shi? Please tell me if I'm getting it completely wrong. Volume 1. I picked up Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation Volume 2 for £9.99, which is a pretty good price for these. They're usually around 15, something like that. Recommended retail price is right up. A huge variation in recommended retail price. And then Thousand Autumns, I was able to pick up for £9.35. Yes. So yeah, they're both around that price, which is more expensive than some of the things I've got. I've gotten some for really good deals before, but at the moment, this is what these are going for, and I thought I may as well pick them up. I really want to get Thousand Autumns because I've read it as well through fan translations, and I loved it. I love the ending, it's so ridiculous. But it just, it just hits. I don't know, there's something about it. And I love the animated version as well. It's great. That really helped. The animated version really helps to tell you the story. And I really enjoyed reading it. It was I want to just say thanks to the person who did the fan translation, especially the end of it, because they were doing it like every week and we'd get a little chapter every week, and it was just it was just like a great thing to look forward to, keep me going. I think I have volume 1 and 2 and 5. I don't know if I've got volume 3 and 4 of Grandmaster. I don't know which ones I'm missing, but I have a few of them, so I think I only have like one, maybe one more to get. Maybe I have 2, I don't know. But I have the rest of Thousand Autumns to get. And volume 5, which is going to be the final volume, it's coming out I think in June or July, special edition. And I do want a special edition, and it's the kind of one that I don't think they'll produce a lot of special editions for. And every time I've tried to order a special edition or something from Amazon, I've not gotten it. Other people have, but I've not. So I'm thinking I might have to go through Blackwell's, which means I do need to pay the full price for it, which is, I don't know, at the moment it's still got a like a pre-order discount, so I think it's around £15. But I might just bite the bullet and get it, because even though I don't have the rest of the ones in between, I have read the story already, and I think I don't want to miss out on what is a niche audience, because I think there'll be quite a few people who buy Thousand Autumns and drop it because Yamusha is just such an arse. But I love him. I love him so much. I love the two of them so much. So much. And I love all the political shenanigans. It's dense at times, but the two of them and their interactions are just, the payoff is just worth it. You go through hell with these two. They're nonsense. Yamusha is such an arsehole, but I love him so much. So yeah, I'm hoping that I'll be able to pick up the rest of the volumes a little bit cheaper, but I don't think I'll be able to get the special edition with all the extras. I really feel like it's going to be a limited run, and there won't be like, a discount for them. I think I'm going to have to pre-order it. And it'll be kind of exciting because I haven't pre-ordered anything BL in quite a while. So yeah, happy to have these two. These are the last of the pros, I think. I think everything else is manga. Now I thought I'd get these two done first. These are Anyad by Mojito, Volume 1. Yes, I have 2 copies. One is a hardback, one is a paperback. I got the hardback one for £11.20, which is pretty darn good for a hardback. And I got that through Vinted. And I got the paperback version for £8.13, and that was Sci-Fire. So yeah, they're pretty good prices. I did get a good discount with the hardback one because I bought a bundle, and then the Anyad one that's paperback I could have gotten for a little bit cheaper, but I forgot to use the discount code that would have gotten me a bigger discount. So never mind, I'm fine with the prices that they are. So yeah, these are the larger trim ones, or some of the larger trim ones, but these are obviously from webcomics. I have not read any of it on the webcomic, but I've seen the artwork and it always intrigued me. So yeah, I'm really excited about reading it. I know lots of people really love it or didn't like it, so it's kind of a polarizing one. But I don't think I plan to buy them all in both paperback and hardback, but knowing me, I might end up, because I didn't mean to buy them both the same month, but they were there and they were on sale and it was good prices, because these are quite pricey at the moment. So yeah, I don't have any idea what this is about, don't know what it's like, but I'm excited to be able to read this. I'll probably read it in like side by side to see if there's any difference. That'll be a fun experience, I think. So sorry if the lighting goes a bit out of focus and stuff, because it's just a little bit showery and windy and rainy and sunny here. It keeps on changing its mind. Anyway, this is what I got the rest of my 70s haul for this month. I picked up volume 1 of My Androgynous Boyfriend by Tamako. Tamako has a lot of BL. I've read a bit of it on Futekia. but I don't think anything in print, which seems odd. I don't know, like there's quite a lot digitally available, but not in print. Except for this, which isn't BL. It's but because it's by Tamako, I did want it, and when I first came out, I was like, oh, very interested in it. I picked this one up from World of Books for £4.50. So I'm pretty happy about that. It's a nice copy, really good quality, and it's the first of the series. I do want to pick up the rest of them eventually. It just has Tamako's artwork, and I know it's going to be interesting. It's about a guy who kind of is a bit androgynous, very beautiful, pretty, but handsome, all of that. And the girlfriend that is perhaps not as pretty. That's as far as I remember about it. But I like gender, I like sexuality, I like all these kinds of issues being played with in manga form. Those are kind of things that tick my boxes when it comes to a read, and that's why My Androgynous Boyfriend always was something I knew I wanted to pick up. So I'm very happy to have volume 1 of it. On the side, I've got a whole stack of them. Go for it, Nakamura, but it's go for it again. And it's been ages since this was out, and I just haven't picked it up. But I managed to get this one for £6.05, which is a pretty good price for this, because I have been keeping an eye out, and I think the cheapest I saw it was £7 something, and I thought, oh, that's a good price, I should go for it. And then when I went to go buy it, it was gone. So I kind of felt disappointed about it. So I did manage to pick it up for a very good price. This was from Momox through eBay, the European seller, and they always have really good quality products that they send out. So I'm very happy with this. It does mean I can finally read it, because it is just a 2-volume like duology series. I don't think there's anything more. Let me know if you know that there is. And it's the kind of thing that I really like. It's nostalgic style, but just set in the modern period, and it's got an octopus in it, so that's fun. Sort of gay pining, love that. And I don't know if there's a bisexual awakening, because you know I like that too, but we shall see. I don't know, I've never read it. I'm really excited about reading it. Underneath that, I've got volume 2 and volume 3 of Seaside Stranger. So I actually have 2 volume 1s and a volume 5, and now I have a volume 2 and volume 3. So keeping my eye out for volume 4. Wink, wink. Maybe it's on its way for next month's haul. Oh, wink, wink. By Ki Kala, and this is obviously 7 Seas. I would like to be able to read this. I think I've read volume 1. I keep saying I think I've read it, but I can never remember if I actually have. But I'm pretty sure I must have. And then I did watch the animated version as well. So yeah, Seaside Stranger. I'm happy to have these because I know it's a longer running series. I don't even know what volume we're up to. How many volumes are there in Seaside Stranger? Have we got more than volume 5? Is there more? I don't know. I'll have to keep an eye out. And then we've got underneath one that I'm not really sure why I'm picking up, except I am, and now I'm almost finished. This is Merman in My Tub, also 7 Seas. This is volume 3, 7, and 8. Now I already had volume 2 and volume 4 and 5. So I just need to get volume 1 and 6, and then I'll have the complete set, which is pretty good because I think it is going to be a binge read, just a one and done type thing. But I've never read it, and I don't actually know anything. I know that there was the animated version of it, and that was a big deal. And I remember watching a couple of episodes, but I don't even think I watched the whole series. Why am I picking this up? But yeah, this is quite a lot. I picked up, oh, I did tell you the prices for Seaside Stranger. I got volume 2 for £6.52 and volume 3 for £6.97. So they were just under the £7 mark. So happy about that, because that's my, like, it's not my limit, but it's the one I'm aiming for. And the Merman in My Tub, I got volume 7 for £4.15, volume 8 for £2.36, which is probably why I bought it. And volume 3 was £5.40. So just a little bit more expensive, but we'll keep an eye out for good prices. I think volume 1 is kind of pricier than the rest, but we'll see. I need to try and get a volume 6 as well. Once it's done and I've read it, if I like it, I'll keep it. If I don't, I can just get rid of the whole set as a set. and I don't mind about that, because it's not specifically BL, so it doesn't need to, and I'm curating my space as much as I possibly can. I do get asked sometimes whether or not I keep things in my collection that I don't like, and why would I do that, and I'm literally only keeping my collection, it's just a BL collection, it's just BL. But I do keep things that I don't particularly enjoy because it's part of the collection. So it's a curated collection. It isn't necessarily this is all my favourite stuff. This is stuff that's been published in English. So no, I'm not doing this for future generations. I do not have children. I don't know if I would want to pass that on to future generations either. But it will be at some point. I'll like donate it to the British Library or something. Here, have a full collection. But when will that be? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, this is a good little extra into my seaside and my Seven Seas collection, which is ever expanding now. Okay, on to the Tokyopop, and I have 4 volumes to add to my Tokyopop collection, which is actually quite a lot. I got Osan Idol Volume 1, yay! Which means I can read Volume 1 and Volume 2. And I got Volume 1 for £4.50 from World Books. I picked up Volume 4 of Osan Idol through Amazon at £2.49, and that's the only reason I picked it up through Amazon. I was like, £2.49 for a brand new copy? Yes, please. I'll have that, thanks. Because that's even cheaper than sometimes secondhand. So occasionally you will get something incredibly reduced on Amazon, but it is rare, which is why I snapped at the chance and got it. I also have Would You Like to Be a Family, which I got from Sci-Fire, and I picked it up for £5.31, which I think is around the same price. I almost picked it up a couple of times. I think I probably could have got it for a little bit cheaper. And once again, I did get it through Sci-Fire, so I could have got it for cheaper with the discount, but I didn't. So that's an okay price though. And I also got Welcome Back Oriole, is that how you pronounce it? By Takats, which I haven't read and I haven't really heard too much about. Not many people talk about it as a good manga, so I got this one for £3.85, which is amazing. Very, very happy about that price. And that was through Vinted. So yeah, a few different places. In fact, all 4 of these from different sellers, but all pretty good bargains, I'd have to say. So yeah, I will be able to read Osan Idol Volume 1 and 2 and see if I actually like it. And if I do, then I'll continue to keep collecting like I did with the Merman in my tub. And if I don't, I can just get rid of them. I'm okay with that because they're technically not BL, they're just BL-esque, slashable kind of ones. Whereas Would You Like to Be a Family and Welcome Back Oriole, I will probably keep in my collection, even if I don't enjoy them. But I already have read Would You Like to Be a Family. It's super cute. Koyama's art style is just lovely, and I really enjoy it. It's just, especially that first story about them just becoming a family, it's just super cute. Love it. Domesticity. So yeah, I really wanted a physical copy of that one since I read it on Futekia, so it's a good one. But yeah, we'll see what the other ones are like when I've read them. Okay, on to the Yen Press that I picked up. I've got New York, New York Volume 2 by Marimo Ragawa. I've got Monster and the Beast by Renji Volume 4, which is the final volume. And I've got Volume 1 of Sotus, which is art by Kay and original story by Bittersweet. So I'm happy to have all of these. New York, New York. How much did I get this one for? £3.87. Such a good price. I'm just looking at it now going, wow, that's a really good price. So I got this from Sci-Fire. So yes, I could have got it for even cheaper. Doesn't matter, I'm fine. That's a really good price. Not bitter at all. And it is a 2-volume omnibus series, so I now have the complete New York, New York. I think it's going to be a difficult read when I do get round to reading it. And I have not done it yet just because I don't want to. And also because I wanted to wait till I got Volume 2 because it's going to be one that I'm going to get emotional about, so I think a one and done read is how I'm going to do this. Renji, Volume 4, so final volume. I couldn't really believe that it was going to be the final volume, so there's got to be a lot of story packed into this. Thinking that there's a lot of mystery behind the characters and what happens. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. I know it's been out for a while, but I was just looking for a good price, and I got this for £6.54, brand new, still in its plastic. What? I got that from World of Books. So when I saw the price of it, I was like, oh, I have to buy it. I have to buy it for that price. And then when it came, it was still in its plastic, and I was just absolutely flabbergasted. So very, very excited about having that one. And I might just do a big reread of Monster the Beast all the way through and then finish with this new volume. Very excited about it. And then finally, we've got volume 1 of Sotus, and I managed to pick this up for £4.84, another good price for this. And that means that I have volume 1 and volume 2. So I just need to pick up volume 3. Now, I have heard that this is a 3-volume series, but there is also like a next season type one that I don't know if they're going to pick that one up. I don't know if Yen Press is going to get the license for that, if they're going to. I think it just depends if people have been picking this one up. So yeah, it does mean I can read it, which is good, or at least make a start, and then hopefully get volume 3 as well. 3-volume series I generally tend to do quite well in picking up, because it feels like it's an achievement, but at the same time it's not too much effort to get that sense of achievement. So I will keep an eye out for a volume 3 so I can complete that series as well and give them all a read. So yeah, these 3 are ones that I'm really excited about and happy to have in the collection, and I'm looking forward to reading. So happy about these Yen Press ones. Now on to some single volumes from different publishers, and this is an old Tokyopop one called Hotel Africa. It does say volume 1, so I don't know how much of the story that it does have. It's large trim size. What? This is by Hee Young Park. At the time, Tokyopop did start doing some Korean stories, and I don't know if this is BL-esque or if it's like shoujo with the so-called pretty boys and that kind of thing. But Hotel Africa has had a sort of vibe about it from Fujo, kind of that BL-esqueness, apparently. And I always had in my mind that this one and someone else I think I need to get. But yeah, Hotel Africa I've seen around. I don't know anything about it, but it's just one of those Tokyopop ones that I kind of had in my mind I should probably try and see if I can pick up and try, and then see if I want to keep it in the collection if it's BL-esque enough for me. But yeah, the trim size is huge, and I was so shocked because I didn't know Tokyopop did larger trim size. So that was a shocker. I managed to pick this up. I didn't actually say how much for, did I? £3.06. So even if it's not what I want, or if it's no BL, that's fine. It was only £3.06. So I'm just shocked at the trim size, to be honest. It's like the opposite of Hotel Underground. What is that grand? I don't know. Whatever that one, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? The 801, that's like a mini chunky boy, whereas this is a tall slim boy. I don't know why. The oddness of it. But yeah, if you've read Hotel Africa, let me know what you think, because I have no idea what it's about. Another single volume from a publisher. This is from Kodansha, and this is My Summer of You, volume 3, The Summer with You, the sequel, by Nagisa Furuya. I am so excited about this one. I got it for £3.85 as well. Fantastic. This was a vintage one. I'm so excited, because Nagisa Furuya's artwork is my kind of thing. I love that kind of softness. It's a little bit like Koyama, that kind of softness that I really enjoy. And this one has that summery vibes. It's got Nagisa Furuya vibes. It's just kind of, it's just so good. It's got sort of I Hear the Sunspot kind of vibes. It's just it's a vibe, man. It's a vibe. And I've been really good on picking up quite a few Nagisa Furuya titles now. So I think Number Call is the one that's just coming out. So I need to see if I can pick that one up as well. So I've been quite good about it. And I haven't read this one yet. It just arrived, so I'm looking forward to reading it. I will probably do a reread of the whole thing because I was so convinced. I was like, yay, I finished the series. And then they were like, nope, we've got a volume 3 for you, which is a little bit like scattering his virgin bloom as well, isn't it? You think you've got it completed, and then even Punch Up at one point we thought it was complete, and then they were like, nope, more for you. So yeah, I'm happy about that in that respect, because I do love Nagisa Furuya, and I really enjoyed these two as characters and their travels, their sort of pilgrimages on movie sets and things. I just love that idea of two people bonding over something and falling in love. It's just nice. So yeah, I'm looking forward to finally reading this volume. It's been out for a little bit, but not too long, and I've just been seeing everyone else enjoying themselves reading it, so I've been having a bit of FOMO, and now I've got it and I can read it. Now I've got another sort of LGBTQIA plus type one. This is Until I Love Myself, The Journey of a Non-Binary Manga Artist by Poppy Pesuyama. This is volume 2, so I do need to pick up volume 1, so I won't be able to read this one. But I did get it for such a good price. It was £3.40 from World of Books that I couldn't pass it up. And I do love being able to have a little bit of LGBT manga in my collection, and reading those. They're always more thought-provoking, and I feel connected to people through their work this way. So yeah, I will keep an eye out for volume 1 so that I can sit and read this one. I'd love to know people's thoughts on it if they've read it already. So yeah, Until I Love Myself is one that I was really happy to get for such a good price, but I'll have to wait to read it, unfortunately. Now on to Black or White volume 3 by Sachimo. I actually, at this point I'm thinking, I thought I already had a volume 3, but it turns out it was just a volume 1 and 2. So I did pick this one up for £5.78, which is not the best price. It's an okay price from World of Books, because I do know that Sci-Fi do have some of their Black or White, or a lot of their Sublime titles, because this is obviously a Sublime title. They do have a lot of them at good prices for brand new. But I will wait and see if they have a nice discount sale on, and then purchase probably the rest of Black or White. I do like Sachimo's work. I do think it's a shame that we never got Kashikomari Mashita Destiny. But I'm happy to have anything that Sachimo does, just because their writing and characters are really interesting. A lot of angstiness, which I kind of enjoy occasionally. And this one is cute because it's got acting as well, and I like stories with plays or acting or things like that. So yeah, Black or White I'm slowly collecting and slowly getting up to the ones. I think there's like 7 volumes out just now, so yeah, I'm a little bit behind, but I will get there eventually. So this is one I could probably just go jump straight in, because I have read volume 1 and 2, but I would probably, knowing me, I'd read the other 2 first. But yeah, it's just, I think it's just going to be like 13:30. That might be when I get around to reading them, which is just around the corner, so I'm really excited about that. Okay, on to the last publisher, and this is a white whale, and this is one I paid a little bit more than I would have liked to have paid, but still I feel like it was about what I could get. I give me 2 weeks and I'll find it for cheaper. Because that seems to be the case. No, I've honestly been looking out for a copy of this volume 2, Kurashina Sensei's Passion by Natsuho Shino. This is the yaoi manga of June, which are out of print. So this is a publisher, June Manga, and at a certain point they've changed up and they started producing things slightly differently. And this is the out of print stuff. So I count the out of print stuff for June Manga as a separate kind of publisher or imprint type thing, just because they've gone through a change. And this is out of print. It's hard to get hold of. It's a white whale, and volume 1 you can get for cheap. Volume 3 you can sometimes get for cheap, and I did. But volume 2 is really difficult to find, and it was like 60 quid or 30 or 40 or something like that just for this one volume. And I'm like, oh no. So when I saw it an American site for cheaper and cheaper, and it kept getting reduced, but the cost of shipping was still the same. So it made it more affordable for me to get. So I did just bite the bullet, because I was in the middle of making my like completing collections video and stuff, and I was just like, I just want to complete them, just want to have them done. Even though unfortunately Kurashina Sensei's Passion, there was only 3 volumes printed in English, there's 5 volumes in Japanese, so it is an incomplete series, which is disappointing. But I don't know, because I haven't read it. I did eventually bite the bullet and pick this up. And I got it for, it was $27, which is £21.66, which isn't a huge amount. It's more than I want to pay for out of print, and it's more than recommended retail. But the actual recommended retail is probably around, I don't know, like, I don't know, $12 or $14, something like that. So it's certainly more than that. But in terms of the UK price, it'd probably be about £10 or £12, and so £20 or £21.66 is obviously more, but that's because it's a rare one. So I don't mind paying £20 for this, because it is going to go towards completing the series and completing the publisher. So I just need to get one more. And then it would be complete out of print June manga, June Yaoi manga. And I'm happy about that. So it was for a purpose. Do I feel 100% happy about it? Yeah, now I've got it, I feel good about it. Now I feel like, yeah, it's worth it, it's fine. Because I've been getting so many amazing bargains recently, so many things for such good prices, that paying that little bit extra for something that I know I've never seen it cheaper. I have never seen it get to me cheaper. That's the point. Over the years, I've never seen this go for cheaper. So I'm happy about having it. But I know, give me 6 months, give me 3 weeks, I don't know, in a certain point in time, you know, I will find this for cheaper than I paid for it. And that has happened multiple times. And sometimes I'm like, meh. And sometimes like, that's a good price. And it just depends on how I'm feeling. But yeah, I'm glad that I got this. It's slightly overshadowed by what's coming next. So let's just go on to what's coming next. And here it is. I don't know what to say. This is Kazuna Deluxe Edition by Kazuma Kodaka, Volume 3. So, when I was contemplating, this is story time, when I was contemplating getting Kurashina Sensei Volume 2, I was at that point when you're like, well, just buy it. So I did. And then I was thinking, yes, all you need to get now is Kazuna Deluxe Edition Volume 3. And someone put up on eBay a deluxe edition of Volume 3 for around £60 in the UK. It was like more in dollars. It's $76.62. But that's £60.74 for me. And it was a big chunk of that was shipping. Like 20 something pounds. And I was like, just do it. Just bite the bullet. Just get it. Because it's been years. It's been years since you've seen an affordable Volume 3. You've never seen it as cheap as 60. It's always 60 something, like 68 or 60. I think it was like 66 or 72 or 84 or 139 or 370. You know, it's always more. This was the absolute cheapest I had found it, at £60, because when I worked it out, I was like, 60 quid. That's actually not too bad. I was like, why are you thinking this? It's so expensive. How many manga can you get for 60 quid when you're buying such fantastic bargains? And I thought, yeah, but none of them are like completing a series like Kazuna, or completing a publisher, because this is it. This is all of the out of print June manga. I've got it. I should be really happy, but I'm not. Why? Because there's 2 copies here. Why is there 2 copies? Because literally a week and a half, 2 weeks, less than that, because they arrived quite quickly. Like less than 2 weeks, because it came from America. So I would say 2 weeks, maybe. I'll have to check the dates exactly. But around 2 weeks after, I purchased one for £60.74 on eBay. And I was so excited. I was so excited. I was so happy. I went onto Sci-Fi to buy something else. And I think it was the New York, New York. I went on to buy New York, New York on Sci-Fi secondhand. And there it was. It was just there. And I was like, why is it, this can't be real? And I got it for £11.33. £11.33. Just want to sit that with the white whale that this is. It was on Sci-Fi for £11.33. I was surprised that they didn't put it on for scalping price. So I'm gonna like take that. So even though I didn't get the discount, because I could have got a bigger discount on it as well. Oh, don't. It would have been even cheaper. It would have been less than £10. I'm laughing because it stopped me from crying. Because I just spent 60 quid when I could have just waited 2 weeks and got it for 10. I mean, oh. So in the end, I've spent 70. I've got 2 copies. So part of me is like, why don't you just sell one and recoup some of those costs? And that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. I do have a lot of duplicates, and I don't need to keep duplicates, especially ones that are the exact one. Like Anyad is different because one's paperback, one's hardback. That I understand. Also, if there's a printing issue and one has, or a translation issue, for example, something like that, and I've got 2 copies that are similar but there's slight differences, I would want to keep that for nostalgic or research purposes, something like that. But this is just 2 copies of the same thing. But they're really, really rare and hard to get hold of, and I've been spending years trying to get this. And now I have 2. And isn't that just the way? It's like buses. So yeah, I've spent £70. I have 2 of these. I should just sell one for 35 and feel like that's, everyone gets a bargain then. But yeah, I did pick one up for £11.33, which is absolutely amazing. It's in a good quality. They're both pretty good. There's a couple of things for both of them. They're not absolutely pristine, but I would still say they were both on the very good scale. And yeah, I'm absolutely flabbergasted. I don't know how to feel or think about this, but yeah, March has been a wild one. And yeah, I've got 2 Kazuna Volume 3s now. What to do. So this is everything for the month of March 2023. It is predominantly manga, 1 male romance, 2 danmei, isn't it? A couple of ones from webcomics or Korean BL or manga, and a really good mix of publishers. And I feel kind of deflated, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna, like, honestly, when I got the first volume of Kurishina Sensei's Passion and the first volume of Kazuna, which is the one that's on the bottom, because there's 2 there, you can see one's got a curved and the other is, so that's the difference in quality. One is £11.33 and it's got a little bit of spine cracking, whereas the other one, which was £60, it's a little bit more pristine. So there is a difference in quality, but not massive, but you can see it there. When I got the first one, the really nice one, £60, I did feel elated. I feel really excited. And then as soon as I was buying New York, New York, and I saw that Kazuna was there, it was just like, I felt the deflation instantly that I had spent so much more money than I needed to. And I just feel like there's non-buyer's remorse, which hits hard because you miss out on something. And then there's buyer's remorse, which is something I rarely feel. But I do occasionally when I've overspent something. So for example, the first volume of like Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, and the first 3 of them, I went into Waterstones and bought them all, and it was like £16 each. It was expensive, but it was a buying experience, and I look back on it and know that it was an experience to go into a shop and to buy these titles was a big deal. Whereas I could have just waited it out and gotten them all for a lot cheaper secondhand online. Whereas when you buy something, and then 2 weeks later you see it for so much cheaper. Yeah, it hit a little bit hard. So I'm still a bit winded, I'm not gonna lie. But in terms of what I got this month, it's fantastic. It's amazing, and I feel like it's an accomplishment. I really do. I genuinely, I don't want people to think that I'm not happy about this, because I am. I feel like it is an achievement. It is a pat on the back to me. I do feel like I put in the effort and the work, and I feel good about it. I do. Because now I just have the newer June manga titles to pick up, and some of them that have come out that I haven't picked up are part of the Kickstarter, so I don't want to purchase them because technically I've already overpaid for them, and I don't have anything to show for it. So yet I'm sure years down the line I will eventually get it, but we'll see. But in terms of getting that, it just means that it's yaoi novels that I need to pick up from the out of print range of the June manga, and I'm, if I keep up to date with the newer June manga titles being released, I will feel good about it, because then that's what I want to achieve. I want to achieve you're keeping up to date with things rather than catching up on things. Eventually I feel like I will get there, especially at the rate I'm buying. Oh my god, 26 volumes here, 26. One of them obviously male romance, and the rest of them maybe part of the collection. We shall see. But so many of them I haven't read yet, and I'm really looking forward to reading them. And I really need to take part in a 1330. I need to take part in some manga readathons, because I'm finding that that's a bit of an issue for me this year. So far, I've not been reading everything, and last year I did such a good job. So I really need to take part in a lot of the readathons coming up. And if not, then I might just have to take my August 801 readathon and make it a whole week, and take the whole week off on holiday and just read everything that I've bought this year, because I've been buying a lot and I do need to rein that in massively. But I can't help it. Everything's such a bargain, except for that one volume right there. I really don't know what to say. I hope you found this interesting. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what I picked up, and what your thoughts are on me, completing a collection, and yet at the same time kind of feeling a bit deflated about it. I don't know. Yeah. And also I'd love to hear your thoughts on Anyad, because I feel like it's a polarizing one. Some people love it, some people don't. Yeah. Anyway, very happy with this collection for this whole video. Thanks so much for watching to the end of this. I know it's a bit of a long one. So yeah, take care guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!